Also take stock of the rainfall and the monsoon progress. We have with us AVM GP Sharma, President Skymet. Thank you so much for taking time out. Can you just spell out what the situation is? Because I think the southwest monsoon has seen quite poor progress despite the fact that Kerala, northeast India has seen the arrival of monsoon. What's the status and what's the outlook?
Not a very good news from the monsoon front. Right from the beginning, it has been playing a little truant on the expected lines. Okay, when Skymet issued the forecast, a comprehensive forecast for the monsoon 4-month-long season, we did mention that the start of the monsoon is not going to be good. Possibly it is going to be jerky, sluggish also, and it is happening. Okay, it is mainly on two counts that the monsoon progress is very slow, very sluggish, as I said, both on either side. On the western side also, the Arabian Sea branch, as well as the eastern side, the Bay of Bengal branch. Bay of Bengal branch, it is stuck there only right from the time of onset, 30th of May, it made onset over entire Northeast India, a little before time, but then thereafter it is not budging, okay? And so is the case with the western side, very, very marginal incremental progress has taken place. It has reached, though touched parts of Saurashtra, Goa, Saurashtra and Gujarat, but then it is not satisfactory to tell you. There is a shortfall, huge shortfall. Overall, though we say it is about 18%, which by itself is very large figure, but then there are pockets where deficiency is to the tune of about in excess of 60-70%. See, the main pockets of rain in the monsoon season, that's along the west coast, that consists of Kerala, coastal Karnataka, and Konkan and Goa, and then northeastern parts. All these places, they are deficit. Okay. Kerala is deficit by more than 40%. Huge deficit. It becomes difficult, let me tell you, to cover at the later dates, as it happened even last year also. It is very, very difficult. Even coastal Karnataka is a far, far deficit. Konkan Goa slightly better than the other two pockets. Okay. But the good news is that possibly there is an uptick in the monsoon activity coming up in the next few days. May not suffice to cover the margin of the shortfall which we have, but then surely at least it will make a progress. It will advance over parts of Bihar, Bengal, East Uttar Pradesh, and adjoining central parts also, Chhattisgarh, inclusive of Madhya Pradesh, large parts, even Saurashtra, Kutch, Gujarat state, it should cover. But then a month of June is not going to be satisfactory from the overall rainfall distribution point of view. Yeah.
So, Mr. Sharma, given that it's been so delayed already, what's the likelihood of the overall quantum of rain that we're likely to see for the entire country spread this time? Because I remember earlier the prediction, this is before the monsoon, was around a normal to good monsoon, and that it would be around 90% of the LTA.
See, Skymet, we have given a normal monsoon. Okay, total figure about 102% of LPA. And as you know, India Met Department, they have given further high, 106% above normal. Okay. Though they say month of June contributes about 18%, the lowest share of the monsoon 4-month period. September is 19%, but the major portion, core monsoon months, they remain June and July and August. 30% and 33% is July, and about 30% in the month of August. So much depends on the core monsoon months, and also the rainfall distribution matters the most where it is required. Those are the rain-fed zone, monsoon rain-fed zone, central parts of the country, large parts of Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, even some pockets of eastern parts, Bihar, Chhattisgarh also. As I said, this month is going to be far below the normal, okay, on the expected lines. We in our forecast had given June the lowest rainfall, okay, and it improves. I still feel that with the uptick in the monsoon activity, at least the monsoon will advance and cover most parts of the country. It could be, despite the deficiency which we have on most parts of the country at the moment, it may cover the entire country still before time. 8th July is the date, because there are some favorable situation building up now, which will carry the monsoon current, albeit it's going to be weak, not very strong, but then still I think in the first week of July, we will see it advancing to most parts of Rajasthan. And during this period, between now and that period, you could expect some heavy rainfall. Even Mumbai should have some heavy rainfall in the coming days. 2-3 days, they will have a heavy to very heavy rainfall. Parts of Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat will have, even some other pockets also. But then we have to bank more upon the rainfall in the month of July and August. I am not still disappointed. July and August, core monsoon month, situation will surely improve. Yeah.
So, Mr. Sharma, what about the northern belt, which has currently been reeling with the heat wave still? When is it that you expect they see some respite?
To tell you frankly, heat wave is abated now. Okay, heat wave is when we say the temperatures are well above the normal by about 5-6 degrees or so. Normal temperature over North India is about 40 degree, and then generally 44-45 degree. It amounts to heat wave conditions. Even Delhi, for the last 2 days, we have been having under 40 degree temperature, marginally below 40 degree. And as I said, the monsoon current will advance, and it will increase the humidity. All right. It will increase the discomfort index, all right, but then the heat wave conditions will not come up, okay, at least in the month of June now, over the northern parts. And this was also on the expected line. We always said, you see, we have seen a huge El Nino conditions last year, which still continue. It is becoming neutral now. It is already, but then the hangover effect of El Nino remains. It remains for almost a couple of weeks. After it dilutes also completely, it vanishes also. So that's what is happening. And that is how I say the northern parts of the country also, in the next about 10 days, almost all parts of the country will see the flavor of monsoon. Monsoon will advance over those parts. Rainfall will be there. May not be very heavy, but we can expect the relief showers, monsoon showers over most parts of the country during the next week or 10 days. Heat wave is abated now. Okay, it doesn't mean that heat wave doesn't come back even in the month of July and August also. When there is a long break in the monsoon, heat wave still returns, but at least for the time being in the month of June, it's abated. I don't expect, if at all, it could be localized one or places over North India, where the temperature in excess of 40 degree or so, or parts of some West Rajasthan. But otherwise, largely the scare which was there earlier, a spread of heat that was covering a large portion of the country, that is abated. Yeah, that's a good news.
Good to know. Thank you for giving us those status checks as to how the monsoon is progressing. So yes, indeed, there is a shortfall, but Mumbai could see very heavy rainfall and the heat wave concerns have abated. All right.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.